Hello, Facebook friends. We're continuing our series on the basics of financial planning. And today we're going to focus on an area, again, probably not a lot of us want to talk about it, but we need to talk about it, and that's risk management. So last time we were together, we talked about budgeting. Again, another fun and exciting topic. Today, risk management is one of the most important parts of our financial planning work that we do. Risk management deals with the area of protecting those things that you can't afford to lose. So there are a lot of aspects to risk management. I'm not going to take time today to cover all of them, but I want to talk about a few that we think are very, very important. First of all, the area that many people do have, which is property and casualty type of coverage. That's protecting things like our home and our car, our basic property, things that we possess. So insurance to replace them if they're damaged, if they're stolen, if they're destroyed in any way. Very, very important. Another area that's very important is the area of our ability to protect our income. This is an area, quite frankly, that we see a lot of gap and a lot of missing opportunities. So our income, I would argue, is probably our most important asset, our ability to generate income. And so if we're sick or if we're hurt, we're not able to generate that income that's sustaining us and our family. And so one of the most important things is to have what's called disability insurance to protect our income. And quite frankly, a lot of people just don't have it. In today's world, in corporate America, very few companies have disability insurance, especially smaller companies. So we think it's an important area that everyone should at least look at and be aware of because it is so important to our overall financial well-being. The next area I'll touch on is life insurance. Again, nothing we want to think a lot about or talk about sometimes, but what happens if God takes us home before our full lives or life expectancy? What effect will that have on our family we leave behind or loved ones that we leave behind? So taking a look at how do we protect those who are left behind if something happens to us. Very, very important. And there's no pat answer. Sometimes you see a formula given to how much insurance should I have? Well, someone will throw a number, 5 times your income or 10 times your income. We actually don't subscribe to that philosophy. We think that the only way to really address it is to take a look at your own situation, understand what you're trying to do and what you want to accomplish, what is appropriate or adequate, and then acquire the amount of insurance coverage that you need. And the final area I'll touch on is long-term care coverage. This is something that's really becoming quite controversial. This whole area of longevity. We're living longer, in many cases healthy, but in some cases not healthy. So people end up in assisted living or need assistance at home or even go into a facility and receive full nursing coverage or maybe Alzheimer's care. So these are all areas that are very expensive. We've seen monthly costs of as much as $10,000 a month to cover this kind of cost. So it's very important that you also review this area and see, does the planning that you've done, does it provide for this in case something should happen to you or your spouse or family members that you care about. So these are just some of the areas that we wanted to touch on today. We'll talk more next time we're together. And next time we talk, we'll be talking and focusing on income taxes. How to save income taxes. I'm sure you're all going to want to hear about that. Thank you and God bless.